Okay, my father is handicapped, so he is going to have to be in a wheelchair to do stuff. So I have to build this ramp out here because we don't have the money to pay other people to do it. Alrighty, so here's what I've done so far. That's the frame that's going to be under the ramp, and I'm probably going to have to cut some angles down there so the wheelchair will get up that end. And I built this base here, and under the base I put 4x4s so you can hear me walking on it. There's no creaking going on. And there's the 4x4s. I put 4 of them under it. And I put these 4x4s down below it and had to cut one of them in an angle to put the frame on top of it. And there's going to be the same size wood up here, so I had to get it at least close to the top of that, and I'm going to be screwing some metal pieces on the top so that the base of the platform will be able to hold together with the base up here at the top, because I don't want it slipping off and coming apart and coming down and having to push it back up every time I turn around. So this was my porch, and as you can see, it's kind of rotten, and I cut off the front of the porch. I think what I'm going to do is tear off all these pieces of wood and re-put it back up there, and just have a little short porch instead of the big long one, wide one I had. But it's too damaged to be walking on it like that. And there's a roof over this part of the ramp. Oh, that's what I was going to do. I was going to buy some blocks, and I'm just going to put them down in the middle there to help support it in the middle, you know, just for the hell of it. Okay, so I'll have to remember to get blocks till the next part. Alrighty, I got the wood on there, and this is the metal pieces that I said I was going to put here at the top to angle it. And later on I'll put some of that fake green carpeting stuff over the top of all this. And I'm also going to put some blocks down underneath here if they'll fit. If not, I'll just put these little pieces of wood underneath there, you know, down here in this area to help for a little bit more support. Yep, you can probably hear a train in the background. Alrighty. This is pretty solid. I might as well walk on it and show you. You don't hear no creaking. It's actually pretty solid, but I'm going to go ahead and put that bracing up underneath of it just for the hell of it, just to make sure that everything's fine. That's the wood underneath there. Alrighty. On to the next part. I thought I'd do a little video on what I had done underneath here. I put these metal brackets to tie in all these 4x4s into each other. Then here at the top, I put these brackets here to tie in the top platform down to these 4x4s so they wouldn't tip over, because they are actually the part that's holding up the front of this. And I wanted to make sure that everything's really secure so it can't move around or whatever when I'm rolling up and down on it, or walking up and down on it, whatever. Might not ever even get used, but this ramp will be walked on by me anyways. He said he didn't know if he's gonna even use this ramp or not, but I said, well, it'll be done anyways. Alright, I put these little metal pieces up here and attached to the top of the ramp to make sure that it ain't too bumpy getting inside of the house. And I put some cement down there at the bottom. Then after I put the cement at the bottom, I was trying to back out of the driveway and ended up driving. You can see tire tracks in it now. It ain't no big deal. I just wanted the cement down there to not be mud and dirt. So when I attach me some more of these metal pieces up, down, that are up here, down there at the bottom. That way it won't just be mud and dirt down there. Okay, this is what the new ramp looks like. I put my little sideboards and this rubber matting. And down at the bottom, it has matting with lines in it. Let me get real close so you can see the grooves in it. There they are. So it'll let the water run down through the lines and maybe not be slippery. And I put matting farther down at the bottom so that a wheelchair or something can sit on it. And we'll see how it turns out going up the ramp. Anyways, I put these boards here on the side to kind of keep something from rolling off the edge. Don't know if it'll really stop it or not, but we'll see what happens. So there we go, the ramp after it's done. Now I'm gonna have to go up here because there's like light shining between the gutter and this roof, and water kind of comes down and drips down to the ramp. So I'm gonna put this little aluminum stuff up there and caulk it and make sure that it doesn't be dripping down here under the roof. Don't matter if it rains down over the side, but up right here where the ramp is, I don't want water to be sitting on it. Alright, there it is, my ramp video, how I built a handicap ramp in my own way, I guess.